Hello everyone, my name is Brendan McDermott. I'm from Dublin in Ireland, and because of COVID-19 I've taken early retirement, and I've just been thinking back over the jobs I've had. One of the first jobs I had in England when I worked there was as a butler to Prince Charles, and didn't get on with the man at all. What happened was one morning he asked me for muesli and toast, and I'm a bit hard of hearing, and I thought he said mouse on toast. So I went off. Prince Charles was there with Camilla. I went down to the kitchen and told the chef mouse on toast. He said, "Really?" So he got in. We went back up to Prince Charles, and I served it to him, mouse on toast, not muesli and toast, on a platter. Christ, he went berserk. He threw the breakfast tray all over the floor, start going mental, ballistic, and he said, "Listen, you Irish prick, get out of here, you're sacked." So that was one of the jobs I worked at, but didn't last too long. I was only in the job 4 days. Now, I remember one of the first jobs I had when I left college, and that was I worked in a medical research laboratory in Dublin for an American pharmaceutical multinational firm, and we were requested to find a cure for brewer's droop. So I was only a young lad in a white coat, and there were 3 or 4 older lads, scientific fellas and lassies who were in charge, and we come in every morning. We'd feed all the mice and white rats in the research laboratory all kinds of alcohol, Baileys and Irish whiskey and Guinness. We used to pour it down the little fuckers. They were mad for it, even fucking more mad for it than we were. And at the end of the day, we polish off that they hadn't consumed. We'd be milling into the whiskey and the Baileys and the Guinness and out of our fucking heads. And we used to give the mice and the white rats Viagra too, to see if that could give us any research knowledge, which it didn't, because one day we came into the laboratory and the mice and rats, the white rats, had all broken out of their cages, and they were pumping the legs of the chairs and going fucking apeshit, going mad. They were screaming and squelching, and they actually got out into the laneway and they start riding all the local cats. Jesus, it was mayhem. Anyway, that went on for 3 days, and eventually the cats were put into their cages and hidden in their homes by their owners, and the rats, the white rats and mice, were fucking shot, and that was the end of them. So that went on for 6 months. It was a great job. So we were just down our local pub there before COVID lockdown, and this was a year ago. Christ, it seems like 1,000 years ago. And what happened was, all the lads and lassies that used to hang around when we were teenagers, 20, 21-year-olds, we'd meet in the local pub, the Dublin Knee Trembler. And what would happen was, there was always one fucker you'd hate that knew everything, a liar, a spoofer. And we were saying, "Do you remember Seamus or Hooligan? Does anyone remember him?" And we all remembered him. And does anyone know what happened to him? And what happened to him was he ended up in fucking jail. He used to tell us, I was a great boxer. I took on Mike Tyson in a fight, and I clobbered him and knocked him out in 3 rounds at an exhibition bout in New York. And he drank all of our Reed under the table, and he was fucking great with the women. He used to ride all the supermodels in Europe. And one day, one weekend, Abba, they were at their height then, came to Dublin, and he was the roadie, the head roadie, he said. And he said that he was banging the arse off Agnetha, and the other one, the brunette one, and no one knows her name. And Agnetha and the brunette one, they were having multiple orgasms, and they were crying when he said he couldn't marry them. and could they stay in Ireland, that they didn't want to go back to Sweden. And Seamus O'Hooligan said, no, girls, I want to travel all over the world. I can't marry you. And he ended up riding them all, Benny and Bjorn too. So that was that. So things have changed and moved on since then. I'm recently, well, before COVID lockdown, sure, nothing's happened in COVID lockdown. My family, you know, I have a big plush posh house. It's worth about $750,000 here in a nice suburb of Dublin. And my family came to me and said, we're going for an afternoon spin on a Sunday, and they brought me up to this nursing home. It was called the Dog's Bollocks Nursing Home, and brought me in there, and I was mesmerised, didn't know what they were at. They said, you're not wiping your arse properly, and you're taking 70 pills per day instead of 40, and we want you to see the nursing home manager. And she came out, a mad bitch like Nurse Ratchet there, in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So anyway, I told them, fuck off, you want me money, I'm getting out of here. This little prick came up, this little shiny 3 foot high robot called fucking Asparagus. He came up to me and said, Brendan, you're welcome, my name is Asparagus. I'm a robot and I will be looking after you. So I said, are you fucking mad, let me out of here. And he says, no, you will have to cut out meat and dairy. I am a vegetarian robot, and you will only be allowed to eat vegetarian food in here. I will insert celery juice and organic jackfruit up your back passage at 8 a.m. every morning at breakfast. So I said, oh, here, let me fucking out. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be talking to you again. It's amazing, this fucking COVID-19. It's never fucking ending. It's like a Groundhog Day nightmare happening each and every day. So laughter is the best medicine, and look after yourselves. I'm going out into the shed to meet a few of my family, and we're going to have a piss up, get locked, as we did yesterday, the day before, and last week, and last month, the last fucking 12 months. Isn't it a pain in the fucking hole? Brendan McDermott here from Dublin, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, wishing you all well, me buckos and girls. Good luck.